from the Statesboro, Georgia, in what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Eagles have a lot of options on second and inches. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? They do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Going to sling it on second down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anger. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that
up. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the 1st play. You need to be successful and productive on that 1st play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit David, but then the mistake just crushed him.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hayden. Past the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback. And everything looks like pass, but when you see it,
Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quick release by the QB. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be legal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
On to punt it away.
Kick is in the air. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield on first down. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. They're really starting to build momentum. Even the deflections are going their way.
And those are frustrating because those are luck. Like you can spin it however you want, but those are just fortunate bounces. A lot of times defense...
There he goes! The 40. He's at the 20. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snaps it in the shotgun. Finds the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bobo. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the holder will spotted on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. OU, oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up 14 over San Diego State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 40. He's at the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for space. It's Hayden. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. The inside handoff. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Gets it out fast. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He leaves it with his back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He lets it fly. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Makes the grab, and he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Eagles will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't.
Going deep. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Huskers! And the beatdown has ensued.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his man in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 28. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Strong run. Picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Huskers will snap it on first and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start